says I'm live. I'm going to assume that I am. I don't know. This needs to go this way. I'm like hanging out in my media room. I actually thought, ooh. Okay, technical difficulties as usual. I actually thought I would be home and would be cooking at my house, but I am not even remotely home. I also thought I was going to go to the gym before I went home. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. So here I be, still at the office. It's just been like the Monday of all Mondays. I don't know. So yeah, just kind of hanging out with you guys here. But yeah, my daughter went to work and we're gonna have to pick her up after she's done. And I don't know, my husband was like, let's go to dinner. And I'm like, I have a YouTube live tonight. And he's like, I'll wait. I'm like, okay. And dinner is like up here. So in case you don't know the layout of Ocala at this point, there's a video I did for that needs to be updated, by the way. But anyway, so there's like Ocala, downtown Ocala, and then it just kind of spreads out from there. And most of the food is right in the city of Ocala, in the city limits of Ocala. You go outside of that, there's a little restaurant here, a little restaurant there, a little restaurant here, a little restaurant there. But for the most part, it's all right in town. So we live about 15 minutes southwest of Ocala. Our office is right in Ocala. And of course, you know, our daughter wanted to go and get a job. Since she's not working at the Chick-fil-A anymore, she's working in an ice cream place. So she just wanted to have like a fun summer job. So she's over there. Anyway, so and she made me promise that I don't say where she's working, which that's really hard. But she does not. She's like, I just need to like relax and learn the job and everything before, you know, I see anybody I know. So she's like, just don't tell. I'm like, I would try very hard. If it helps, she has a red hat and it's a chain. So anyway, so what is everybody up to this evening? You're just hanging out on the YouTube. I was wanting to get on here at 6:30 because last week I had some hooligans on here. They got banned. So, but I had some hooligans on my live and man, I was like, I don't even know what in the world. So anyway, they were interesting. They were interesting. So I don't know. But this week I wanted to get on a little bit earlier, but I actually just got on the phone with somebody and was trying to help them figure out where in Ocala they wanted to be. And so, yeah, I was a little delayed getting online. Juanita Torres, hello. How are you? What is an assumable mortgage and do I recommend it? Did a video on that because that is a very popular option. An assumable mortgage it's a little bit complicated, which is why I did a video on it because it's not a simple thing. It should be, but let's say somebody owes $60,000 on an FHA or VA or USDA mortgage. If it's government backed, it's going to have an assumable mortgage. If it's a conventional loan, it may be assumable, it may not. They have to find out. Okay, so it means that let's say they've got a 2% interest rate or a 3% interest rate or something like that. You could come in and if you qualify through their service provider, it can't be through your loan originator. It has to be through their company, whoever they signed up for, or whoever it got sold to. Anyway, if you qualify for that, you can actually assume their mortgage. Now, the hard part is they probably only owe maybe, I don't know, $100,000. And let's say that they want to sell the house at $300,000, which by and large is probably plausible. So you can assume the mortgage on $100,000, get that portion at 2% or 3% or whatever their interest rate is. You can literally just take over their payments. It goes under your name. You have to get approved, all of that. And then you would probably get a second mortgage, and you can do that most likely through your own loan originator or through the same service company, whatever you decide, whoever gives you the best deal for that existing, like 200,000 or whatever the amount. I'm just using rough numbers. So 100,000 at 2%, 3%, whatever their interest rate, you assume that mortgage, it's now in your name, you have the taxes, you have all the stuff, they go off, they go buy a different house, all of that fun stuff, and then you get a loan for the difference or pay cash, whatever floats your boat. I'm not going to assume. So flying line. Girl, they were not, right? And you're such a sweetheart, and seriously, she brought me cookies. But yeah, they were not nice last week. They were hooligans. I had hooligans. See, now I've got like all the people I know. Like, what are you? Where were you last week? I needed you, man. They are. Whew, it was rough. It was rough. I'm not even gonna lie. Everything is awesome tonight. Where's tonight's dinner? I was gonna go home and cook. I actually have stuff I need to cook. I was gonna do chicken parm, but in the air fryer, which I've never done before, but it seems like, I mean, I got the basic mechanics of it. So, and I do protein pasta, which is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty similar. It's really hard to tell the difference. So it's still carby into oblivion, but whatever. You gotta take your cheats where you can. Anyway, but yeah, I was gonna do chicken parm tonight, and we were gonna try it out together with the air fryer, but my husband volunteered to take me to Carrabba's tonight, and I'm not passing that up because that is not an offer that comes every night. So I will cook tomorrow night. But yeah, it's tonight's dinner. I don't know. I was cooking last week though. I had crazy people on there. Don't even get me started. But yeah, so yeah, anyway, we were just talking assumable. You love my cooking streams? Really? That I'm not exactly a gourmet chef. I don't even know what I'm cooking. I literally go in there and I'm like, I gotta do a live. I gotta feed people. What are we cooking tonight? Sad. It was so sad. I should have all of that organized and figured out ahead of time. I do not. I get out the pots, pans, and food, and then I'm just like, I think that's everything I need. I don't know. Let's wing this. So yeah, a little bit crazy. So yeah. Once you actually move down here, you know, if you're in town, come over, have dinner, play cards, you know, as long as you're not weird. There's an app for that. We actually have an app. I don't know if you guys know this, but Florida realtors, I mean, actually a lot of realtors around the country use it, but they actually have an app for us. So if somebody calls us or whatever their name is or whatever, we can actually do a criminal background check on them before we go and meet them at like, you know, because essentially, I mean, if you really think about it, a realtor's job description is showing vacant houses to strangers off the internet. That doesn't sound like a great job description. It's not good. So we don't do that. We do the full check and everything beforehand, and then we go out and there's like safety precautions and stuff like that now. So it's way different. My grandma used to do real estate. She didn't even know people. She'd answer the phone and then she'd go and, you know, pick them up at the airport or something, having never met them before. And it was just, and pop them in her car. And I'm just like, the idea of doing that at this point is so bizarre to me because there's just so many things in place for realtors now because of safety concerns. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's like dinner and real estate hour. Oh dear. We're not gourmet chefs either. We take out, oh, you eat takeout a lot? See, that gets boring really quickly for me. I like going out to dinner and I like, you know, I like having somebody else cook for me and stuff, but I prefer my own cooking. I know that sounds so weird, but I do. I like my own cooking. I like the different flavors and I do a lot of flavor. Like if it says like 1 clove of garlic, that's a joke. There's going to be at least 4. So, let's see. My top 3 favorite places to eat in Ocala. Oh, Scary. No freaky people. No, absolutely no freaky people on here. Everybody's cool tonight. Top free. I did do the top 20 restaurants that I like in Ocala not too long ago. So I did the 2024 version. And it was really hard to pick only 20. It really was. However, okay, so I like the different restaurants for different reasons, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I'll find something to eat anywhere. I mean, even if it's just food that I am not that interested in, I will find something that I love off their menu. If it's like a whole bunch of different stuff that I love, I'm going to pick something I would not or could not cook at home. Because it's just too complicated, too complex, too time consuming, or I just don't have the skills. Like, I'm just not doing it. So there's, stuff like that I'll do, or something that I don't eat very often. Like I love a good Cajun chicken Alfredo. Oh, so good, but I'm not going to eat that every day. It would not be a good option for like, wow. So yeah, I have I'm going to say we love going to the Brazilian steakhouse because that is a lot of food. It's a lot of meat. And I love, they have like a very high-end buffet of like, salads and soups and stuff like that. It's beautiful and it tastes incredible. So I love going to that one. That one is called Ipanema, and it is so good. It's kind of expensive, but I mean, you get what you pay for, so for sure. So we love going there. We also, I mean, Tony's Sushi, that's like, you kind of have to go there. Tony's Sushi is like the place that people go and do Japanese steakhouse. There's a lot of steakhouses on the options. But it's so fun when they do the little onion and they, it's like dinner and a show, and it's a huge table. So if you're not there with friends, you're going to make some friends. So, I mean, can you imagine sitting at a massive Japanese steakhouse table when it's on fire with me? I mean, it's a blast. So much fun. So much fun. Let's see. Aside from that, oh my goodness, there's so many good ones. Sometimes I just have to have Italian food. I love making Italian food and Mexican food. Those both, I could probably live off of that daily, no problem. So there's a place in Bellevue that I like, and there's some pizza places over here that's, I mean, I'm pretty picky with my pizza. I mean, if you order a Domino's, I'm going to eat it. But I really prefer like the stone fire pizza, and y'all are making me hungry. I should have just been cooking tonight. That's crazy. But yeah. See, I've never done Omaha steaks. I have absolutely no idea. A little too much. So he does it a little too much. That's pretty good. My husband just got a new grill. So he's now been cooking. I just got some sirloin steaks for that. But he's out of practice because the old grill died a horrific, sad death. So he's got the new one. He's got the cover for it because I gave him a Green Bay Packers cover. So it's all covered and protected from any of the weather. And yeah, but he cooked the other day. He's still here. So he overcooked the steaks. I mean, they were like really overcooked, but that's okay. Like pink, no problem. I don't want it like red and gelatinous. That's just gross. But when there's like no color left in it, and you got to like really chew on it for a while. But I think it was just because he's out of practice, because he has not had a grill in, I don't know, at least 6 months. So, but we've never ordered Omaha steaks. We normally get our steaks from Publix. They have a pretty good selection there. So, but yeah, it was pretty funny though. My husband doesn't normally go grocery shopping. I do the grocery shopping, and things have gotten more expensive in the last year or two. But yeah, he went to the store and he picked up some steaks, and he came back and he's like, I got like one bag of things and it was like almost $100. It was crazy. And I'm just like, welcome to my life. What are you doing? So yeah, it was kind of funny. I'm pretty good with I don't coupon as much as I used to, but it takes a lot of time. I used to coupon. I was like I couponed before it was popular, okay? Before all the TV shows and all of that, I was great at it. But it is extremely time consuming, like extremely. So mm, no, I don't have time for all of that stuff at this point. But so yeah, but I definitely shop the deals. I actually just donated, which I don't normally talk about like what I donate or what I do or anything like that, but um through Rotary, they have like a Rotary light basically, which is really, really cool. And it's, you don't have to go every week. You just have, it's, you just basically do, you know, your service hours and stuff like that, which is great. No problem. There's an app you just put in. Yeah, I went and did some volunteering at this, and it's like, yay, kudos. They just want to make sure that you are, you know, still doing the same concept of Rotary, but not necessarily having to meet every single week or else. So it's awesome. It's perfect. So I'm in I'm in that, and they had a back to school drive. Well, I also saw a really, really, really good deal on backpacks, like a whole slew of them, black ones and green ones and flower ones and all sorts of stuff. And it was over at Target. And with the coupons and everything that I used, I got them for $5 each. And they were like full on, full size, have the pocket inside for the laptop, like full on backpacks. So I got a big old box of them. I just got all of them. So, because it was online. So, but I mean, $5, and it was, you know, they can go and get a backpack that still has the tags on it and everything. And I mean, yeah, heck yeah. So yeah, I just donated that, some other stuff we had at the office, and I was like, I may have gone a little overboard. It's crazy. But they're really nice backpacks, and $5. I mean, hello. Coupons are missing in circulation. I think they're really going online a lot. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I used to love getting them out of the Sunday paper. But yeah, I think they're all, but with the grand majority are online. I do a lot with Walmart. They actually have some pretty good coupon deals and stuff. So yes, you can in fact buy your groceries online and have them delivered, which I totally do, and still use coupons. So I mean, manufacturers coupons. So, but it's just, it goes in like this separate account, and then at any point you can apply it towards your bill or whatever. So I just kind of like let it accumulate, and then I just pay for that week's groceries and coupon money saved up. I don't know. It's just a thing. But Walmart's pretty inexpensive. I just don't like shopping there. I really don't. There is no joy of shopping. What is it? Publix is which I hope y'all all know what a Publix is. Okay? Publix is their actual slogan is where shopping is a pleasure. To me, going to Walmart feels like it's where shopping is not a pleasure. It is so big, and it feels like you have to cross a football field just to get from like the milk to the bread. I mean, it's just, and there's so many people, and there's never seems to be enough people at the registers. And if there are, it's like the line is backed up, and everybody's kind of, I don't know, harried and rude, and I just don't like it. I don't like it. The It's hard to even get a shopping cart sometimes because nobody puts them back, and they're like all over the place, like all over town. They're all over. Like, what? Who does this? So it's not fun. So I was doing, when COVID started, I was doing that thing where you get the groceries put in your car, but I guess everybody else picked up on that too. So I would sit there, I'd be waiting for my groceries for over an hour. I was like, this is no way to live. I might as well have gone in the store. So, and then once I accidentally sent the grocery order to the wrong store, or it might have been the right store and I ended up at the wrong store. I don't know, but there's multiple Walmarts, and I was at the wrong one at 10 o'clock at night one night. That was it for me. I was like, nope, we're not doing this anymore. I found out that the delivery is actually the same price. It was like not it. If you have the pickup at store, it was the same price for me to do delivery. So I'm like, I have to pay for tip. That was it. Because yeah. I've heard Kroger delivery is really, really good. Some people really love Kroger. They love all the coupons and stuff on there and the deals, but Walmart seems to be working great. It's been several years now, and it saves me a heck of a lot of time and a heck of a lot of money. So And then I have like this little wheelie cart thing. I don't know. It was supposed to be a beach cart, but because my daughter was in swim team and we were constantly carting all that nonsense all over the place. And anyway, so I leave it outside with a sign that says Walmart, please place groceries here. And then they just put it, they take the wheelie cart out to their car, load them up. And then I just drag the whole thing into the house, and it works. It's so nice. It's just so convenient. So nice. I mean, and all week long, if I run out of something, I just add it on my shopping cart in the app. It's just great. It's great. It's wonderful. Publix is pretty. Publix is really, really pretty. And it is employee owned and operated. And it's an awesome place to work. It's an awesome place to shop. It's great. It really is. Love it. And a pub sub, especially with a buffalo chicken tenders. Oh my goodness. You've never tasted it. It's massive. Like a sandwich, like half of the sandwich is like, it's insane. So yeah, love pub subs, love going there, but it is more expensive. I don't think I can do regular groceries there and do it with good conscience. So I would rather have, the extra money or whatever. I can go and buy some kids' backpacks. So why not? If you save it in one place, you get to spend it in another. That might be girl math. I'm not sure, but that's what I think. So I don't know. Are they vetted and screened before delivering to homes? I'm always missing items left and right. They take from each delivery what they want. That's insane. Seriously? Wow. No, they have to redeliver it. If they don't put it in the groceries and there's something missing, then you just go on the app and like, this was supposed to be in here and it's not, so you need to bring me that. So no, that's happened once where they switched something out. I was trying to get this liquid plant food from Miracle-Gro for my houseplants, which works really, really well, just in case you're wondering. It's just like a little squirt bottle, and it works great. But I was trying it. I had a coupon. I was like, let's do this. And somehow they came out and they delivered baseball card holders instead, like the little sheets. I was like, what am I gonna do with this? And then I went on the app and was like, this isn't what I got, And so they came and delivered again, same day. They came and delivered the plant food, but they didn't take the baseball card holders. And I was like, what do I do with? I don't want this. So they don't pick the stuff back up. If they misdeliver it or switch something out on accident, they just go about their life. And I'm like, this isn't mine. So that got donated as well. Some kid is very happy to have some baseball card holders. I have no idea why they did that, but yeah. No, I mean, they're normally pretty good about responding. But again, I think it depends on where you live. I don't know. But if you were like in a bigger city, I don't know that you would have the same experience. This is Ocala. I mean, everybody knows everybody. So for the most part, so no, yeah, just no. In Publix, yeah, the merchandise is always like perfectly, like you'd almost think that they had like rulers or something. It's crazy. Pat Vega was there in Bellevue in July 4th holiday. Love the stores, and people are so kind and helpful. They really are. They really, really are. Agree with Publix and pub subs. Yes! We always go there when we're in Florida, vacationing now, but live there in some capacity once my son graduates. 5 more years and counting. Well, let me know when you're ready to buy that home, okay? I'll still be here. Not going anywhere. Publix is so clean and fresh. It really is. I like Aldi as well, just because they have some really cool different items and for reasonable prices. But the selection past that, like you can't just like do a grocery list and be like, here's what I wanted. You get what you get and you get happy for it. So that's a little more complicated. And plus, I've kind of spoiled at this point, truthfully. I don't want to go grocery shopping ever again if I can avoid it. Like popping into a Publix real quick for something. There are some things that Publix carries that I love that Walmart does not. So I do have to go in there once in a while. But it's on the way home. I have 2 of them on my way home. no matter which direction I go to go home, there's two. So yeah, I mean, I can easily pop in there. And there's sushi on Wednesdays. It's $5 sushi on Wednesdays, and it's so good. So good. They actually do it like right there. Like, oh. Would I buy sushi at Walmart? No. Wait, so you were in Bellevue for July 4th holiday. Did you go to, well, you went to Bellevue, not Ocala. But I don't know if you saw, they had the drone show and stuff in Ocala. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Left a full wallet at kids' lemonade stand, and cash was still in wallet when I returned to them. Brother, sister team. That's good. I'd have been talking to their parents if it wasn't. That's nice. Well, hopefully you bought some lemonade from them. I don't know any kids that would have touched that wallet. I just don't. That foreign concept. They would have maybe at the end of the night, if you hadn't come back for it, they would have touched it to find like who you are to return it to you. But I don't know any kids that would be going through that. That would, no. They're normally pretty scared of their moms. So, oh, strawberry lemonade. Nice, very cool. Yeah. Oh, we just did a whole bunch of lemonade stands. There is a charity that we're doing for Isaiah 117 House, which is, we're literally helping in our small capacity to help build a house for kids that, when they get removed from their home, removal day is extremely traumatic, and the trauma kind of keeps on going because they don't know if they're going to be separated from their siblings. They don't know when they're going to see their parents again. They don't know what's going on. They don't know if it's their fault. They don't know anything. And they're just kind of left that way because they end up going to like the DCF office. There's nowhere to like sleep or anything at it's an office. So basically there's a house that's getting built here in Marion County. They've already got the land, very exciting. They've got the plans and everything. And it's basically for removal day, the police can take them over to Isaiah House instead of taking them to DCF office, and the DCF worker meets them over there. So the DCF person has an office at Isaiah House, and they can kind of like keep an eye on the kids, but there's volunteers that help with the kids and make cookies with them or gets them dinner or whatever, and there's like clean clothes that they can have. There's just all the stuff, you know, so they don't have to, I mean, at least it's going to be minimalized stress a little bit. So anyway, so that's getting built. But what they were doing is we were all doing lemonade stands, and we were giving away free lemonade, and it was, you know, with donations. So I was in front of downtown Ocala in the Riley Center, the Riley Art Center, because there was a concert going on. So I was out front with a lemonade stand. I was like, my husband was with me, and I'm like, I feel way too old to be doing a lemonade stand. Like, we need a kid. We need to go get a kid. Our kids are, you know, one's in college and one was at work. She's, you know, in high school. So she did a lemonade stand. She did it over in front of the Marion Theater. And so she volunteered to do that this last weekend. It was pretty funny. Everybody kept asking her if she would put alcohol in it. And she's just like, no, I'm 16. Like, what? So yeah, it was pretty funny. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. That sounds like Ocala. Sounds like my neighbors. So, yeah, it's one of the biggest crimes and most common crimes here is teenagers going into unlocked cars that are full of valuables. I kid you not. Not only do we not park in our garages, we leave our cars on the street and in our driveways all night long, completely open, unlocked, and with a whole slew of valuables in them. So, yeah, not great, not great, not a great idea. So I do lock my car at night. I've tried to get into the habit of it. But at times I've definitely left my laptop and stuff in the car. It's not good. It's not, you're not supposed to do that, but I do. But not unlocked. I make sure to lock it. But you know, stuff happens too. Like maybe my daughter will go outside, who is basically the most forgetful person on the planet sometimes. And she'll go in, get something out of the car, and then forget to lock the car. So stuff happens. But normally with stuff like that, they get caught pretty quickly too. So it's really, everybody shares, you know, the Ring camera. There they are, there they are. They were at this house at 2 o'clock in the morning. This house over, you know, what? And it's normally teenagers, but again, it's still a crime. It still goes on there, but that is definitely one of the most common crimes here is goofball teenagers. Like, hey, if you're gonna leave the car unlocked, I'm gonna go walk through and check and see if you just left me some cash. And they do. There's cash left behind. So yeah, don't do that. Do not encourage the teenagers. It's not good. Leave your cars locked. I don't know. We shouldn't have to, but that is definitely, it's become probably the most popular crime in Ocala because we're just so lackadaisical. It's just so sad. But whatever. Open is dangerously dangerous for the younger ones, can lock themselves in heat, and no joke. Yeah, I mean, thankfully I don't have any younger ones, unless you count my dog, who is going through her terrible twos right now. But she doesn't go outside without us, like, ever, and normally on a leash, because that dog is crazier than a bag of cats, like, really. So our dog really is nuts. It's okay. We got the crazy one. We should have known. Better, but we didn't. We've got the crazy one, so it's fine. She's calming down a little bit, sort of. I don't know. If you ever meet her, you'll know. She's a little extra. She's a little extra. If we could get her to, like, not jump up to our heads when we come, like, literally she just springs straight from the floor up to about eye level because she wants to make sure that she has our attention. She's only 20 pounds, like, but she is a really good jumper, like, and she doesn't, like, walk normally. She kind of goes like a baby goat. It's a weird dog, man. A really weird dog. But yeah, she's the one that I always have to lock out of the kitchen when I'm cooking because she's just problematic. She's a trip. She's just a trip. But yeah, she's about the only one that would, I mean, like, if my 16-year-old locked herself into my vehicle, no words. I don't know. Like, get out. Like, what are you doing? So yeah, she's past the point of that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still not a huge fan of the child locks, though, you know, at this point in age. But I don't know. That kind of creeps me out. Like, what if they needed to get out and then they could? I understand for some kids in certain time frame, you need to have stuff like that. But past those few months where they're just being crazy with the door lock or door handle, past that, no. They even have window locks and stuff. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Just weird. I don't know. But yeah. I'm just thinking about my dog now. I'm just, like, y'all don't even know. She's freaking crazy. Out for the meat treats. No, she just really loves attention. She's a handful. She is extremely energetic, and yeah, she's special. It's okay. She's a special needs puppy dog. I think we're her emotional support humans. I don't think she is not an emotional support dog at all. I need emotional support after I deal with this dog. But you know, we've had her now for over a year. So I mean, she's in at this point. She's got the next, you know, dozen or more years with us. So so we're in it, but at this point, She's crazy. She's crazy. If I even told you half of the stuff that she does, it's crazy. Window devotions. Hey, Andrea, what was the best part of your day? Whoa. Well, I'm actually enjoying this because it's like everybody is on here that I know, which I love that. So thank y'all for showing up. I appreciate it. Thank you for chit-chatting with me. This morning, I got up. I did my nearly just under 3 miles on my treadmill, and I got a lot accomplished before I really started my day. And we got a new agent, so love that. His name is Brandon, and I'm very excited for Brandon to be joining us. So he's former military, so he definitely will be able to deal with all of the crazy mayhem that we have in real estate pretty easily, I think. So I don't know, lots of good stuff. It was busy though. It was crazy busy. So I like staying busy, but not overwhelmed. It's a fine line, okay? Fine line. So today it was bordering on the overwhelm all day, but no, we're good. We're all good. Let's see, what else? I guess that's it. I had to change the news. I had finished the news for today for the radio station, got it all set and everything, and then I found out that the president is not going for re-election a month before the national convention. So I had to change because that's never happened in history. I double checked the facts and it has not. It has not. So I had to update that. So yeah, it's okay. It's all good. But yeah, I do the news for the local radio station, and it plays every hour on the hour, and it's just real quick, you know, just like, I don't know, 3 minutes of just basically what you need to know, what's going on around town, or if it's something major like that, then I will report on that to you. But it's kind of fun. So yeah, but they've asked me to do a morning show, and I think I'm definitely not going to be doing that at this point because we still got one left at home, and the dog notwithstanding. I want to try and be there for her because I don't want to regret missing the time with our daughter before in her last year. She's a senior this year, so I'm not gonna think about it. And then our son is graduating college. He actually is graduating like next week or the week after. I gotta check the calendar. So he's graduating from FSU. I will no longer have one in college and one in high school. I will have an adult child roaming the world. He wants to move to California, Chicago. He's gonna freeze to death. He's never lived in the snow. He has no idea. He has no idea. It'll be crazy. That's what they want. Is the flying line asked, are you going to do it every day now? They want me to do a morning show every day. Basically it would be like, I mean, the hours really are up to me, but it would be like drive time. So, which is, I mean, everybody that does a radio show, they want to do drive time, right? That's like the time to do it. So it's, I think 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. or 6 to 10, but I was like, I can't do that because this is my baby. This is Great Expectations Realty is literally the whole thing. So the radio station is just kind of a side thing. So yeah, they want me to do every single weekday morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. But I think I'm going to hold off on that just until, yeah. But I mean, there will be other opportunities, and maybe next year when she is off on college and I need something to fill the void, that'll be the perfect opportunity to do that. Because I don't even want to think about that. So we'll see. Democrats have to unite behind one candidate and stop the nonsense if they want people behind their ticket. Congratulations, and great city. Yeah, I like it here. So yeah, but But yes, our son is going to be graduating from FSU, so he's up in Tallahassee. And then he's going to be going to Chicago. I don't know if that's a great city. I think he's going to freeze to death. I don't know. I've never lived in Chicago, but I've heard about the wind. I think you're pretty awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, it's way different this week than last week. Let me just tell you. Flying Lion, well, she actually watched that. Dude, they try to eat me alive. But yeah, no, it's really nice hanging out with you guys tonight. It's weather. Oh yeah, no, I can't live in the snow. I don't want to. I tried it for a very, very short period of my life and I did not like it. It hurt to breathe. It hurt to go outside. It was gross. You end up with 15 different layers of clothing, and the static electricity is hair raising. Pun intended. Just no, for many, I'm just not a cold weather kind of person. I'm not. I love Florida, and it's not even just the warm weather, because I went to visit Arizona and I hated it. It was so dry. The static electricity, again, tried to, like, my hair was trying to attack my head. It like my face. It was, no, just no. I was there a week. I saw the Grand Canyon. I loved that. That was awesome. I'm never going to do that again. I saw it. It was there. It's not going anywhere. Golden. But yeah, no, it was just way too dry. It was way too dry. It was so bizarre too, not seeing all of the grass and the bushes and the tree. Like here it is lush and green almost all the time. So very strange. Very strange. New York can get cold. Yeah, it can. That's another place to stay away from. And it's expensive over there too. Y'all got some property taxes that it's just, whew, some craziness. Yeah, love this. We know Great Expectations is your baby. What is the worst job you've ever had? It wasn't a bad job. It just was not for me. And I think I only lasted not even 6 months. I don't know. I stuck it out for 6 months because I like my coworkers. But I did night audit, did numbers in the Marriott in Michigan. It was horrible. I was up there because I was, trying to help my younger brother. So I came from Puerto Rico up to Michigan, had major culture shock. And yeah, as soon as I could get out of there, I did, and came to Florida. But yeah, no, I was night audit at the Marriott, and it was horrific. Like my bosses and everything, like it was like every single little thing, not just to the penny. Like, and I was like, it has to be to the penny, but it's a penny. Like you have to find the mistake. If there was an issue, you have to find it. I'm like, why would do you know what I get paid per hour? Why would I spend that amount of time finding one penny? I'll just give you the penny. They're like, it does not work that way. And I'm like, I think it does. I think it does. Like, no, it doesn't actually. Accounting, you have to find the penny. And our bookkeeper, she, bless her heart, she will literally spend countless hours. She will literally spend countless hours trying to find a dime. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Do you know what I pay you? Like, I just forget the dime. I will fill out the piece of paper. We're good. Okay. Reconciliation done for the month. Let's move on. That is not the way her mind works. She tells accounting jokes. Like, it's just very, no. So yeah, that was probably my worst job. They had me in a polyester boxy uniform with this suit coat, and then I had the audacity to wear navy pantyhose, and I had not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, 6 different supervisors and managers come and tell me that was not part of the uniform, and that I had to wear nude pantyhose. Why so many people were interested in my socks overnight, I don't know, but it was a thing. And I was like, there are way too many roosters and not enough hens in this department if all of y'all are that interested in my stockings. Like, seriously, no. So yeah, I didn't, it wasn't for me. I was terrible at it. They were probably overjoyed as much as the accounting department could be overjoyed when I turned in my notice and left. I couldn't. It was not. It was not a bad job. I just couldn't do it. It's not me. Great. In accounting, there is a concept called materiality. Finding pennies can cost more. Thank you. Right? It doesn't make sense to me to spend that much time when you're making X amount. But it's like when I receive a check in the mail from a company and it's for like 43 cents or something like that. Do you know what postage costs? The envelope, the check itself, all the time trying to figure that out. Why would you do that? Why? Just no. I mean, if it's less than $1, just put it in your contracts or something somewhere. If we owe you less than $1, we're gonna just write that off. Okay, like put that in a penny accumulation fund or something. Like just put it elsewhere. I don't want it. I don't want to have to go to the bank for 43 cents. Okay, quite frankly. Just no, don't. If it's less than the postage, just no. I don't know. Just me, I know, but sounds like a bad dream to me. It was terrible. Okay, and again, other people, it was at night. Okay, it's not like anybody even saw my stockings. Like, okay, it has literally been over 20 years. I still cannot get over that. Like, they were navy. It wasn't like they were fluorescent blue. They were navy blue. No, absolutely no. Okay. That uniform was so awful. It was like this polyester chiffon, itchy kind of shirt. It was like the cheapest polyester you could find. And then it had like this tan colored polyester that was not, it was not like, I should have gotten it like tapered or something. It was so boxy. And then a navy skirt, that's hence the navy, it matched, okay. A navy skirt that was thick polyester that was trying to pretend it was cotton. It was so bad. It was so bad. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know that they really knew what to do with me, because literally I'd come in with my boots on, take my boots off, and I'd just walk in my stockings, and I was behind a front desk. Nobody saw me. But in the morning when I went to go and leave, that's when they would like, bye. And then apparently they all saw my blue stocking. I had my shoes on at that point even, so I don't know. The 70s stuff, right? Oh, it was awful. It was so awful. At this point, I don't think I could wear something like this. This is polyester, but it's like a soft kind of like glossy, you know, it's supposed to be like helping with sweat and stuff. And quite frankly, in Florida, when you're out showing houses and stuff, you need something that's going to wick away moisture really bad. I have put some serious thought into my uniform. I don't make anybody else wear this. I do it because I enjoy it, and it's quite comfortable, extremely comfortable actually. I basically wanted to have uniform that I did not have to think about. I can just throw on. It's extremely comfortable no matter what kind of weather it is. I don't have to iron it. It doesn't get stained, all the stuff. And it basically feels like pajamas. Those were the prerequisites. So yeah, no. No, it was not. No, it was not my thing. Where there's a will, there's a way. It always has been my motto. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's what it is. Where there's a will, there's a way. So if it's God's will, my will, whatever, as long as there is a will to get something done, even if it seems absolutely impossible, it's going to happen. Just keep pushing through no matter what else is going on. Just don't look at the other stuff. Just, that's the goal. Go. I don't know. That's how I pretty much deal with everything. Get back up. Yep. Just keep on going. Keep on going. Eventually, you know, have you ever seen that thing where it was a movie where the kid, I guess he crawled across the the football field, and the coach put a blindfold on him, and he's like, you know, how far do you think you can get? And he's like, I don't know, the 10-yard line or something like that. And they put another kid on his back. So he was not just crawling himself, he also had a guy on his back too. So it was a lot of weight. So he thought he would get to the 10. So the coach was pushing him and pushing him, pushing him, gave him all he could. He went all the way across the football field. He's like, take the blindfold off. He's like, you're capable of more. But, you know, sometimes if he didn't have the blindfold on, would he have gotten that far? No. He'd have been like, oh, this is as far as I got. I've gone twice as far as I thought I would be, whatever. So just blindfold on. You know where the goal is. Just keep going. Doesn't matter what's on your back. Just keep going. I don't know. That's the thought. We had a really rough year the first year we were in business. It was everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And after that, I was like, you know what? We made it out of all of that. Whatever else you're going to throw at me, I'm good at this point. Like, I did not close up shop. I did not give up. I pushed through all of that. So, I mean, at this point, there's no way I could have a year harder than that first year. So, we're all good. What else do you bring it? So, yeah, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. But we did it. So, I'm very, very, very grateful and very glad because we've learned and grown so much. I've done so much more than I ever thought was possible with a real estate license, of all things. I have met some of the coolest people from all over the country, and if not the world. I go and teach and speak now, which is kind of crazy. And I don't know, it's just, it's really neat just because of a real estate license and just pushing through. So sometimes you don't even know what the goal is. You just kind of keep going and see how far you can get. So that's kind of what we're doing at this point. Just, okay, well, we got the company, we got the couple locations, we got the agents, we've got property management, and we've got sales, and let's see how far this can go. So, but it's a lot of learning. I have learned so much. I didn't know what I didn't know back when I started. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting ride. You didn't get to see anything? Oh, I was like, what? You were having too much fun on 2 weeks vacation. Well, you were visiting lemonade stands and, oh my goodness, going on Publix and pub subs and all of that stuff. Well, I mean, that's cool as long as you got to really visit the area and got a feel for it. No co-ops, no condos. What are you doing? Well, that just means that you have to come back. That's all it is. Not 0. Wow. It's okay. Just come on back. It's okay. We got you. Well, we got this. We do. So, second time there already. Well, try one more. Actually, like, meet with me first and then go from there. Maybe try it that way. Because generally, if you come and meet with me, we're going to talk about Ocala and what you want and all of that stuff. And then you go out and look at some houses and we find you some stuff. Oh, I feel, oh, no, you didn't fail. You just had other priorities going on. So it's okay. Just look at that goal line. Okay. So just next time, just send me an email or a phone call or something and let me know you're coming down here, and we're going to set aside a couple of hours because that's all it's going to take. It's not like there's a whole heck of a lot of condos here. Set aside a couple hours and it's fun. Keep in mind, we've had people take their whole family with them. Like, it was actually a lot of fun. The most we've had at one time was 11. We had 11 people. It was like the mother-in-law, father-in-law, it was a whole slew of them. And we just went and caravanned. And it was actually supposed to be a Lottie working with them, but I walked in and there was 11 people and I was like, that is too much for one person to handle. That is a lot. And it was in English and Spanish. And I was like, So I actually stayed and worked with her I think it was on a Sunday. I had actually only stopped in just to, say hi and stuff and, you know, chit chat. And yeah, it was 11 people in 2 languages. I was like, no, no, ma'am, we're doing this together. All in. So, and we did. We had a freaking blast. They were hilarious. And there was their Spanish was slightly different than the Spanish I know, which is the same Spanish Aladi knows, which is like a Latin American Spanish. So they at one point called me a monkey, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? So if you know, like in Puerto Rico, if you call somebody like mono or mona, that's a monkey, male or female monkey. They called me that, and I was like, and they were like so nice, like so upfront about it. And I was like, why are they calling me a monkey? And I asked Aladi, and she's just like, I don't know, but I'm gonna find out, because she's, you know, New Yorican, so there's no slowing her down. So she announces to the whole group, like, why are you calling her a monkey? And they're like, no, that's not what it means. We're calling her blonde. It's just a different word. So yeah, we had a great time. We were having a lot of fun, actually. So yeah. Did they all bring buckets of No? Oh, you're from Puerto Rico. Oh, well, Mona. Okay, Mona. So yeah, but apparently in some countries that Mona means blonde. Blonde girl. Who knew? I didn't know. I've never heard that before that day. I was like, what? That means a monkey. It's slang. I didn't know. So yeah, but we laughed so hard about it, because I was just like, what are you, why are they calling me that? And my Spanish is not perfect. I practice it every single day, but it's not perfect. So that's why I was looking at Lottie like, I know that word. But I don't think that it means what I think it means. And it didn't. So it was just, it's hard, because even though you know, like, one kind of Spanish, it could be a completely different Spanish, and then it's completely different words, and it can be different. So yeah. But it was fun. We had a blast. But yeah, no, just bring your whole family. We'll all go, I don't know, visit some new construction, some townhomes and stuff. It'll be fun. I don't know. It's just a big old party. It's like to just go and like look at houses and stuff. It's fun. We go, especially like if you're going to one of the builders that we know really well. It's just hilarious. I just go in and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna grab a Coke out of the fridge. They're like, yeah, whatever. I don't even care. So, like, whatever, you know, whatever. I mean, because there's so many good deals with new construction. I mean, really. So somebody called me and was asking, that was the conversation right before I got in there. They're like, oh, you know, I want to get like, you know, a house for like $250,000, and, you know, it'll need to be a fixer upper. And I'm like, you can get a brand new construction concrete block, 3-bedroom, 2-car garage, 2-bathroom, 1/4 acre, maybe even 1/3 of an acre for $250. Why would you get a fixer upper? Why would you do that? So yeah, that was the conversation we just had. So again, you know, if you're gonna have such inexpensive new construction, no, but so a lot of new construction in the last few years, a lot. So we've gotten very familiar with the subdivisions and the houses and the floor plans and the agents and all of it from all of the different companies. So some of the companies I definitely like better than others. Some of them I absolutely refuse to sell. No, I'm not going to share the names. You'll just never see me talk about them. I don't talk about them bad. I just don't talk about them. So, but yeah, so should be interesting. 3 years, that's about what the prices have come back down to. Yeah, it's craziness. So yeah, you can get, if it's a single car garage, maybe a little bit less square footage, you can still get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for like $230, but I would get the double car garage. I mean, you can always do something more interesting with it. Anyway, need to transfer over to Florida. Yes, you do. Welcome. We'll have pub subs. It's fun. All right, I have to go to dinner with my husband. I've been sitting here chit-chatting with you guys, and it has been an hour almost exactly that we've been chit-chatting, but I so much appreciate that you guys were on here and you were nice. I know I have a pretty thick skin, but I'm not even joking. Last week was rough. So I appreciate it very much that you guys were all chatting with me and hanging out. And hopefully I will see you next week. And hopefully I will see you next time you come and visit Florida. Dina, I missed you. Okay, well, I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao. Bye. God willing. Yeah.